This is a reading video for Durarara Season 2, Part 2, Episode 1, 2, 3, including Part 2 special, 10 special, whatever you want to call it. We also got the watch as well, so 4 episodes. Click in the link in the description below to go watch my reaction, and then come back here to see my full thoughts, ideas, and theories about these episodes and what's to come and all good stuff. It was a good group of episodes, so I will be talking about all of it here shortly. So click away now or be spoiled as to what happened in these episodes. Okay, so we had a lot of really cool episodes, including the special. It was silly and just like it was mostly just like messing with Salty, basically, like the writers kind of messing with Salty, making her change in different outfits and all that kind of thing. But it was an interesting episode because it had Natsu's voice actor, Todd. Is it Todd? I always forget his name. Anyways, the voice actor for Natsu and many other great characters that he's voiced in dub shows and everything. But he was in it and everything. It was really funny with him. The whole episode was really fun. But what I want to talk about too is like how interconnected everybody is becoming even more so now. So not only like in past seasons how have we known about like certain characters knowing each other and who knows who and what they do and all kind of stuff, but now we have like new characters, or I should say old characters that we've known about, reveal that they know more than what has been revealed prior, kind of thing. Like oh my god, what's her name? It's like M something. Let me look. Hold on. To Google. Because I remember her name. No, it's not Mikado. No, it's not Mikado. Who is it? Shoot. It's on the tip of my tongue. Dang it. Oh my god, I can't remember. Damn it. Hold on. What? Okay, Seiji. Let's just look up Seiji and it'll probably tell me girlfriend. Seiji. Girlfriend. Seiji girlfriend. Mika! There we go! Mika! Jesus! I gotta write that down. That's gonna bug me if I for whatever reason, like, forget that. Where should I even put it? I guess here. That's fine. Well, no. I'll put that here. Mika! Fake Celty. As a description of why. And then, Seiji. Is Seiji. Yeah, that's fine. Anyway, sorry. I just wanted to put that down. Okay, so Mika just knows everything. She literally knows everything about like everything in the city, which is incredible. Because before, she was just like, basically a dropout in a way, to devote herself to Seiji. Like she broke into his house, he hit her or whatever over the head, they did surgery on her, and then now she's posing as like fake Salty kind of thing in a way. Or was. Anyway, so she started off as like, it sounds rude to say it, but she started off as like in a way like a nobody, just like a pawn in a large scheme of like whoever's main idea was. I don't think it was Izaya's plan to do it, but basically Seiji's sister, to get Seiji off the mind of the head, basically thinking the head is right next to him, all that kind of stuff. Anyways, it turns out that given time, she literally bugged every single person in one fashion or another to gather crucial intel on literally everything. She knows Henri is the slasher, Saika. She knows Masaomi was the leader of the Yellow Scars. She knows Mikado is the leader of the Dollars. Um, she knows. I think she said something about Celti. I feel like she did. She knows everything. Like she legitly knows everything. Like it's insane. Like how much she knows. Um, then we find out a new character also in these episodes. I'm probably gonna butcher this name. I apologize. Uh, Akabayashi. Akabayashi. I remember them saying in the anime Akabayashi. I think that's how they said it. The one-eyed guy. So we learn about him these episodes, and he's a really cool character. I like him a lot. Um, he is looking after Henri because of her mom and everything. Um, he was cut by Saika, but he ripped his own eye out to uh, silence it, basically, because it was like driving him nuts, kind of thing. Um, and yeah, so like, he was because Henri's mom was the slasher um, back in the day, and then I guess yeah, Akabashi was one of the apparent victims of the slasher kind of thing, but he ended up ripping the eye out. Psycho ended up like freaking out over it and going back into the sword, and the mom was kind of like free to kind of like think for herself for a second, um, and or maybe she can always think for it. Anyways, whatever. Psycho went back into the blade, the hide kind of thing, um, and he was able to like kind of talk with the mom kind of thing. And then I guess a year later is when um, the dad got super hardcore, like drugged out, attempted to kill Henri, and then the mom killed the dad because of it. And then we know that the mom killed herself after that. And then Henri took up the sword. Basically, Saika became part of Henri after that. Um, and all of that was because Akabashi ripped out his eye. All of that took place because of that, and because of that, Henri went on to become Saika's wielder. He or not he. Henri became friends with two leaders of two separate gangs. Um, I mean the butterfly effect, just like it just keeps going, like oh my god, it's so interesting to know about a character that you had no idea had this much weight, right? Like we never knew. We've seen him prior. We've seen him with the deal with the Russians and everything when he was going up against Verona and Sloan, when he has his whole thing was to like get them out or stop them or whatever. We saw him there, and we saw him prior to during meetings and everything with the group and everything. Um, but like he just seemed like a normal kind of thug or whatever. But like he's got this huge freaking backstory that took me for a loop. Like immediately, or like all of a sudden he's like in contact with Henri's mom and just like all this stuff. He gets slashed by the slasher, Saika, and then rips his own eye out for it. Though we did see an eye though with there. Like I'm wondering if it's a fake eye or something. But I don't know. It doesn't seem like a fake one because I think the pupils like dilated whatever when he moved it. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. Um, so much is happening. I love this guy. He's Akabashi is freaking cool. Um, but yeah, it's just like a character that you think is like nothing, right? Just like it's just like a thug or a mobster or a gang member or whatever. Heavy muscle for the group, or in his case, I guess he's all about smarts. Um, an intelligent person as him, having so much weight and so much to do with like main character backstory that you wouldn't think possible, right? Um, but not only that, he's also with the other little girl. What was her name? She was Akana. Akana, I think that's what her name is. He's also with her, um, teaching her stuff and everything. Uh, like so he's like a friend of the family kind of thing. So there's so much to this character, and I love it. I love it, love it, love it. It just adds more to like the web of all these different characters and everything. Because like I said, like over time, there's been. I would love for a picture. Okay, if this was actually a picture like in on the internet somewhere, I would love to see it. Obviously, if there's not spoilers. I would love to see like one picture of a character, right? Like let's say Henri for instance, and then a line to every single character she's ever like interacted with, kind of, or not interacted with, but like I mean like that she has history with. So like Akabashi and Celti and uh, I mean who else? Shinra, Masaomi, Mikado, Izaya, just like all the characters that she's ever had like a important interaction with. Like I'm not counting like Seiji because like there was just like kind of one-off things like here and there. But like important kind of big milestones in between like two characters kind of thing. I would love to see her picture and every character she's ever had like a major interactions with that like sticks with her like almost like a big memory. And then like for instance going to Celti, right? And then Celti's picture has a line going to all the characters that she knows. And then those characters go with line like a big like making a big web basically. I would love to see that chaos because it would be chaos, but not only would it be chaos, it would be super cool to see who doesn't know somebody. That's one thing. Is we're so busy with thinking about who knows who and who's interacting with who, we forget who doesn't know who, and like all this stuff. Like it's so interesting to me. I love this show so much. Um, it's so good. It's so good. So yeah. We didn't get too much of Mikado when he was. I guess he's now part of the, the Blue Squares now, the leader of the Blue Squares as well as the Dollars. But we saw a little bit about him with Seiji when they interacted for a very short amount of time. But we did see him a little bit. But I expected him to have a little bit more than that. It looks like Celti and Shinra are talking with the new guy. Did I ever write his name down? I don't think I did. I don't think I ever wrote his name down. I have no idea what his name is. The one blue square guy, the kid who made Mikado join the group basically, the original leader of the blue squares or whatever. Um, so he's meeting up with Celti and Shinra right now. So it's gonna be interesting to see that how that takes place and what he's planning on doing over there. Um, but yeah, I mean, ultimately, there's three people in the show right now, three or four, I think, but three major ones that I think about off the top of my head that are like in a way info brokers, right? So there's the kid to the blue squares, the one little guy or whatever. He knows Izaya, all that stuff. Izaya is another info broker in a way, and then the other info broker is Mika. She's like she's an uh, info broker that she didn't want to be, kind of thing, in a way. She wants to learn about everybody so that way Seiji is safe, right? She wants to learn everything she can about every single person he's ever interacted with so that way she knows if she needs to stay away from that person or make them stop or whatever. So like she's getting information on every single person in the show so that way she knows whether to stay away from them or befriend them or if you're safe or not safe or whatever, because she wants to stay with Seiji so bad. We saw some epic fight or like a little bit of an epic fight with with Mika and Seiji's sister. We saw a weird interaction with his sister and Seiji. We saw there's so much. There's so much. This is a great show. I love this show so much. I need a new picture thing. I'm gonna ask Trey for that later. Sadly he can't join us in this redirect because he is over at his brothers right now currently. So uh, we can't have him here with us helping, but I'll have him make up a picture for me of all the different characters' names and how to say them properly and everything. Hopefully, properly. I mean, it's still not going to help too much with certain characters, but I hope I getting Akabayashi's name right. Like I said, they said it in the show a couple times, so I believe that's how they say it. Um, there's so many characters, and I love it. It's so cool. So yeah, I love this show so much. It's so fun. So yeah, if you guys have any kind of anything to talk about, whatever, leave it in comments below. Obviously, no spoilers. I want to stay blind, so don't spoil anything for not only my sake but of other people's sake as well. Who haven't caught up with the show or who are new to the show, kind of thing. Don't spoil it for them either. Don't be a dick. But yeah, I would love to know what you guys think about these episodes and the special and everything, and your favorite bits of it. What were your thoughts going into seeing Akabashi's backstory and everything? Like, did you think he was also kind of like this kind of one-off character kind of thing, but then all of a sudden he has a huge role in like Henri's backstory and all that kind of stuff? Like, I'm really interested to see how many people were like in a way like bamboozled by that twist in a way, or not a twist, but like I guess it's a twist because like I said, yeah, we didn't know about him being anything special until now, kind of thing. But like I said, no spoilers. Don't spoil anything. If you do spoil, I should say, your comment will be removed, and I will not read it. And so, if you want me to read it, and you want to interact with other fans of this topic or whatever, don't spoil anything. But yeah, this show's awesome. I really love it a lot. So tune in next week for some more of season 2, part 2, 10. Yeah, assume like maybe like three plus episodes. I would probably think maybe 2 plus episodes, depending on how it's all cut up and everything. But that's all up to try now, isn't it? Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week for some more Durarara. I'm hoping it's gonna be freaking incredible. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, buddy.
裏切りの夕焼け厄介に絡みつく汗を切り裂くようにしてマシンは叫ぶ歌うように